Does she say Zima in there? I think she said Zima. So. Zima.
Ridiculous. Hey, welcome to Gen Lab. I'm Darren.
This is Greg.
And I'm Jasmine.
And Greg has a guest today. Do you want to introduce her now?
Yes. Hey, this is Ashley with us today.
Hey.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on board. And what we do on Gen Lab, just real quick, is we get different perspectives from different generations and talk about things like that. So we're going to clean that up at some point. But just in case you just tuned in, that's what we do here. So I'm going to turn it over to somebody else because I think I'm a little off and a little grumpy today. So I'm going to turn to Greg, I think, to do his thing. So welcome aboard.
Hey, welcome everybody. I thought we would just start with any updates from the week.
Does anybody have grumpy? What? It's a beautiful. Is it because you're inside on a beautiful Saturday?
I'm a fly by the pants guy. So when Greg says 18 weeks ago, hey, how does Saturday at 2 sound? Okay, but once Saturday at 2 rolls around and it's 76 degrees, low humidity, there's not a cloud in the sky, there's a baseball game going on, a softball game going on, I need to buy groceries, a gal just butchered my hair. I don't know. I'm reacting to my day. So I apologize if I'm the heel today.
You're fine.
You should have introduced yourself as the heel.
I'm the heel.
No, not you.
No, I got it. But so my pipe burst 30 minutes ago, and my husband ran to the store to try to get stuff so somebody could fix it for us. And anyways, so that's been my day. But I agree with you, Darren. And I don't think your girl this bad at all.
Yeah,
you win. A pipe busting is much worse than.
Wait a second. You haven't heard my day. Wait a second.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a competition.
It's a competition.
Here we go.
Yeah. So this morning, I walk out the front door. Actually, Mariana walked out the front door, and our cats, bring us presents sometimes. Well, today it was a possum.
Oh,
wow!
How big are your cats? Full size. Yeah, what size are we talking?
Yeah. Well, I have a picture, but it's a full size adult possum.
Is it a possum or an
That's
opossum?
It's an opossum.
Opossum.
But you say
possum.
You say possum?
Yeah.
You say a possum, opossum, opossum.
I don't know why it's spelled like that. Amy and I've had this discussion about.
Ashley knows. I feel like Ashley knows. She's gonna tell us. But okay, so you had a big giant. I feel like in my head I'm seeing a whole big dead roadkill. I've only seen them as roadkill. I don't think I've ever seen them in real life.
So maybe about 12 inches
an
long.
armadillo.
Yeah,
you don't really see those, but
soft-sided
size. I had one roaming around my house, and I catch it on video, so I'll send you those videos of one roaming around.
Yes, I want to see the videos of the big green eyes in the night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's not the worst part, though. So it had 8 babies. So the babies stay in a pouch, right? And all the babies except for one were still living, and in the pouch there. So we didn't know that. We left it laying there, and we went to play tennis.
They just start crawling out. Oh my god! No.
Yeah. They started crawling out. So my youngest is on the phone with us, FaceTiming, crying, trying to salvage these babies before the cats get them. So he's got them in a box by the time we get home.
How old's your youngest? Remind me.
9.
9. Oh no.
9.
He'll never forget today.
No, he'll never forget today.
Oh my
So
gosh.
now they're all
Poor
on the road to
Matthew.
take them to a rehab center of some sort.
Okay, so you're
I thought you
saving
said
the
they all died but one.
babies. No, all of
No, they
them were
all but
alive
one.
but one.
Mm-hmm.
They all crawled out to see where their mom was, and
Oh my goodness.
That's
That's just terrible. And
that's
can
the
I
I'd be
say
most
terrified to
horrible
witness
thing.
that.
Yeah,
Oof.
I don't want to ever
this
see that.
this is Greg's MO. He calls me on again another beautiful day, and there's a whole horse story that I don't want to hear it yet.
Wait a
But
second.
it's
Wait,
just it's death
Greg's
and
always got the
destruction
worst.
constantly.
can I update the horse story? It had a better ending than what we were talking about. So my horse was lame, and I thought, well, I might have to. It's not mine, my dad's horse. So it lives on my property, and so I thought I'm going to have to figure out a way to put this horse down. And I was going to take it out to a friend's house and take care of it if I needed to, right? Well, I talked to a customer at work, and he said, "Hey, you can sell it." I said, "They'll buy a lame horse." He said, "Yeah, it's like the glue factory sale or
Oh Lord!
the dog food sale."
Don't tell
I'm like,
Oh, no.
Darren that.
Okay, that's what I told
He
Darren.
already has.
Then he said,
Oh, poor
then he
Darren.
said, or you can take it to the lion habitat. Whoa. Okay.
And feed it to the lions?
Oh
yeah.
my morbid.
gosh.
That's completely
Yeah.
morbid.
Who
So
talked to you
anyway-
about that?
I know.
Isn't that
Oh.
crazy?
That was
Who are
Paul.
you friends
Paul.
with?
That's
Oh,
Paul?
Paul.
Oh, no,
Oh,
sir.
He said he took a cow
No,
down there one
sir.
time. So anyway,
Oh my gosh.
so I
Okay.
went to the vet yesterday, and he just has a suspensory desmitis, which is basically just a inflammation of the.
You were gonna feed him to the lions because he had some sort of a pulled muscle
A
or whatever.
hangnail.
Pull muscle, yeah.
Darren, don't
He had a
don't-
hangnail.
don't like break your leg or something because Greg's gonna like throw you off a
believe
cliff.
me.
Oh my
I know,
gosh.
I know that.
I got a bone in the
like, well,
background. I'll take care of you.
Useless.
And let me say this: Greg told me that, and I was just appalled by it. But I did remember. So I've got a guy that I know. He's kind of a friend in Louisiana, and he basically won the lottery. He didn't actually win the lottery, but he had a lot of land in Haynesville Shell gas. He got a lot of money out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So this guy closes up shop, and
Which is never good.
he starts doing stuff all over the world. So he's telling me he was salmon fishing in Alaska, and there was a mama grizzly bear right on him with baby cubs, or maybe the baby cubs were next to him and the mama bear was nearby, something like that. Very dangerous situation. And he was all freaked out. I was like, dude, if you got mauled and killed by a bear, is that not the best, coolest legacy ever? So I was appalled by the lion habitat with the horse. But actually, you know what? That might be as cool as the bear eating Jerry while he was.
So, like, if it's a human getting mauled by something, it's okay. But if it's an animal, you're like so sad.
No, here's the thing. There are like Jerry's kids and wife would tell the story. He would have a funeral and they'd get to tell it. And they would, you know, Jerry's kids later on, hell man, my dad's badass. He got eaten by a bear. I mean, that goes on.
No.
The horse's family isn't talking about it. So that's the difference.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so the difference is the legacy. So, Darren, is that how you wish to go? Is like some crazy, awesome story? Just how you live your life. That's how you want to go. Love it.
I
you
don't
win.
know.
Okay, Greg, you
always
won.
surprised. Yeah. I don't know. A busted pipe. Is this a water line pipe or a sewer line pipe? Let's get really into it.
No, water. And it didn't even, we kind of got to it right away. So it was not a big deal. But that's good.
Well, that wasn't even the highlight of my week, but yeah. I also,
Greg, no more from you. I don't want to hear any more of that.
I spent the week binging Ryan Reynolds movies, and I also listened to a 24-hour playlist of Nickelback. So
No, you did not. Shut up. What about Free Guy? Did you watch Free Guy?
I haven't
I took Matt to my Botox appointment, and he had a great time. And it was very Larry David, and I will tell you guys about that. But if that comes up a little bit later, if you want to save it.
So
and
Ashley,
I
just
have
for
a
your
Nickelback
information,
story at some point, but we don't have to talk
Jasmine
about it now.
loves Nickelback.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I know.
Not
No,
Oh,
it's
I
still
can go
not.
back
Yeah,
to.
that's
more.
not
No,
Ashley.
no,
I
don't.
feel like
No,
we're
she
ignoring
thinks you're
Ashley.
serious. I
That's
don't.
fine.
Okay.
So,
Okay. What are we
did you have
talking about,
anything
Greg?
happen? Any, yeah, Ashley, did you have anything come up this week that you want to tell us about?
So just today, I didn't realize that I went grocery shopping today. I went to Winco and then Sam's Club, and everybody's staring at me, and I have my son, so it's just like, we're just pushing, we're just going, and everybody's staring, and I'm kind of like, what the hell is going on? Well, I thought I put this shirt on this morning. It was really dark. I did not. I put my see-through green shirt on. So I am walking around all day today with a transparent green shirt on.
Oh,
Wondering
fantastic.
why
my
everybody is
gosh.
staring at me, and I
Yeah,
didn't even
that'll do it.
realize.
That will do
I was
it.
like,
there you
that's
go.
fantastic.
That-
Great job, Ash.
You know what? I love attention. I'm gonna do something like
No,
that. Just for, no, I'm just
no.
joking. I'm just joking.
I was,
I'm gonna
and
do
I
it on
thought, I'm like, I
Hippo
almost
if
started
that's
becoming
enough.
rude. I was like, what are you guys looking at? Why is
Yeah,
everybody looking
what?
at me? What
Take
is
a
happening?
picture.
Like, yeah.
So-
And then I look
so
down
how-
and I'm like, yeah, well,
I'm so sorry to say this, Ashley, but you're online somewhere right now on somebody's
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Instagram or
Yeah.
TikTok.
fantastic.
Saw this at Walmart.
You're going viral.
Fantastic.
How thin of a shirt? How see through are we talking about?
How
I
opaque.
mean, we're talking transparent. Like,
Really?
there was a large sunflower in the front, and that's it.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
why do you
What
own a
point-
shirt that's so transparent? And it's mixed
Layer?
in with
That's
thicker
a
shirt.
fair question.
No,
Fair
no.
question.
You don't, a woman wouldn't ask that. You layer them. You don't just wear a shirt.
Yes, I typically wear camis underneath, and I
Yeah.
was getting dressed at 5 this morning. It was dark. I was not trying to wake up my son. I thought I grabbed this one. I didn't. It was an honest mistake.
How many
Okay.
proposals did you get?
yeah. How many numbers did you get asked? Okay, I
No
do have a
proposals.
question. At what point did you realize? Did you not realize till you got home, or were you like in the middle of the store when you were like, oh no? Because
So
that
I was leaving Winco, and this gentleman was like walking towards me with this grin on his face, and I'm like, what in the bro?
yeah.
That's
And he's
awesome.
like, a nice shirt, and I was like,
He said nice shirt. What
nice
did he
Oh,
shirt.
did
said
he?
nice shirt.
He said
I like
nice
that guy.
shirt.
I like
Greg,
that
And
guy.
guy,
I just
right there.
about died. I'm sure my face was as bright as a strawberry. I just
Do
about
you
died.
happen to have that handy so you could show it to us?
Yeah, we want a picture. But now,
Take a
okay,
picture. I don't have it with me.
last week I was at Staples and a lady came up to me and was like, you still have your tag on your shirt, like when you buy your shirt. And I thought that was embarrassing. So you really won that one, Ashley.
Yep, I
That's-
nailed that one today. It's my life
Ooh-wee.
story.
I've done
Yeah,
similarly
I didn't know
embarrassing
we'd gone
things,
into
but-
the embarrassing thing. Wow, you wrapped
That was
up
just how my
what-
day was.
Yeah, today versus the most embarrassing.
Yeah, so we'll get into the most embarrassing moments here in a minute.
Oh, great.
yeah, you guys excited
Desmond's
about
excited
that? I'm
about
sure.
that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
have
wait to hear.
think.
The day I hired Darren Mealy.
No, but I did get a picture. Sorry, moving that down. I did get a picture of Darren without a beard when he worked there, and I was going through my Lightroom Photoshop photos today, and I saw you with no beard, and man, I just don't shave it. Just trust.
Well,
It's not. Yes, thank
I
you.
do.
Appreciate that.
I trust.
Right, Ashley? Every
my-
woman we ask is like. Just
My
cheap.
problem with the beard is it doesn't connect. I look like a 15-year-old prepubescent, whatever the word is.
I don't think so.
Boy, it doesn't connect. I don't look
Oh,
like.
that's fun.
No.
I talked about the last week. I'm not a real man. I'm a girl, and the beard shows.
The beard
I've
says
been
the
out
story.
with girls with thicker beards.
Rude.
Oh no.
Okay. But I did get a bunch of pictures this week from you guys of the glory days or the heyday
Oh,
or
the
whatever.
glory days. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Actually, we sent them pictures of Darren. Was
You want
starting
me to
put
show 'em?
pictures. Oh my
Did I
gosh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, maybe I'll edit them in. How about that? You can just talk about them. I'll put them up on the screen for you. There was some really good ones. I was
Can you do that, or
impressed.
can I?
Oh,
You
yeah,
want me to
I can
show
do
you?
it.
Like
I
right
mean, I can-
now?
No,
Well, we're
I mean, I
gonna
can
we're
just
gonna need a
defend.
reaction.
Yeah.
Get to it, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can do it like I did the robot girl video.
Yeah,
Talk
let's do
amongst
it like that.
yourselves.
Okay. Hey.
Okay.
So we've all worked together, right? So maybe we'll. Oh, there you go.
There's one.
Beautiful. Okay, you remind me of a celebrity that I cannot place
Who?
in these
Greg?
pictures. No, you, Darren.
No, you.
There's one of Greg and two people that
Okay, that's
don't
not you though, right?
don't know they're online. There's what just happened?
Oh,
Nothing.
Greg's
Yeah.
went to our
Yeah. Go
next
ahead.
segment, I suppose.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
There's one of Amy and Greg at our 10-year class reunion.
That's sideways.
Almost.
But yeah.
think.
Sideways.
Well, because that's how Greg sent it. Excuse me.
Turn
That's
your
how Greg
phone
sent
over.
it.
Turn your phone over, Xer.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah, there
best
it is.
one. Now I'll have
Oh,
to put
that's
these
it.
up on the screen for you. It's Darren with a cigarette in his mouth, grabbing his boobie.
I'm like
Hey,
national
he's
anthem
working on his bean
situation.
dip.
Yes. So it was his,
No.
and he they looked awesome. That was great. The Texas Rangers, your welcome
Opening
to
day.
Arlington. Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
old school.
The one with
Oh,
Darren
yeah.
with the cigarette. The one with
That's
Darren with
old.
the cigarette
We
though.
look
That was
weird in that
killer
one.
good though.
Look, you guys were little lady killers, and I meant it when I said you look cool. So yeah, look at
That's
that.
the apartment that Greg and I shared. And if you look closely, you can see Chad in the background. He's on the couch. I just noticed that when they were being sent. And that's me with my mullet.
Man, there's somebody that you look like. I cannot place
mullet.
it. I'm gonna have to think about it.
I've
Yeah, the
always been
mullet.
told I look
And
like
those are bad.
Emerald or John Travolta is what I used to always
John
be told.
Travolta, that's who it is. It's John Travolta,
Yeah.
and great, like early.
And I'm
He's
as
got
bald as
the-
he is now too.
Because you got you are not, and you got that strong chin. That's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
Greg.
Dude,
Sorry.
that shot was nice though. I was like, man, I didn't know you're such a stud.
Which shot?
Mhm.
With you, the cigarette.
Oh,
Doing
I
the
was
bean dip.
that's
But
you
no.
know what that picture's from. I remember that day. We had the grand idea to take watermelons like a day or two before and cut holes in them. Easy. And we put Bacardi 151 in put that into
Party 151.
the watermelon, and then we cool them overnight, and then we went to the beach. Hashtag the beach. I think it was
I think you
Is
guys
that
went
Sandbar
to
Cedar Creek,
you were talking about?
Cedar Creek Lake.
yeah, you guys went to Robert E. Lee Park, which
It was
probably has
Robert
been
E.
the name
That's
changed.
exactly. It is Lee Park at Cedar Creek Lake, and we would eat that watermelon during the day, and oh my god, it'd
You'd
tear
be
you
sick.
up.
You'd
No.
be sick.
We didn't get sick, but we got lit. I can tell you that.
Oh,
That sounds fun. I like
Oh,
that
it was fun.
idea.
It was
And
fun, and
And all we
would
did
do
was play
balloon.
sand volleyball and swim, and we were just white trash. Nobody had a boat or anything. We took over Lee Park and the
Somebody
sand
had a
volleyball.
boat, and they would shoot. They had this
Somebody
big,
had a boat.
this big. Yeah, somebody had a boat, and they would shoot. They had this big. What do you call it? Slingshot, and they would shoot these water balloons from the boat, and they propel them right onto the beach onto us. Remember that?
Awesome.
dang.
Was this somebody we knew? I don't remember the boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy on the boat was just like hazing
Oh,
you
just
guys.
hammering us.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hammering us. Oh,
He
yeah,
just
hammering.
all on his lonesome. It's probably some old guy. Okay, what are we doing, Greg? What is this? Oh, I said
Okay,
this,
so-
didn't I?
Yeah, so we've all worked together. So I thought we might go through this real quick.
Oh gosh.
You have to choose which one you got to share an office with one. Who you picking?
Okay, and we've got to describe them in case people aren't looking at this. So
Yes,
we got Hannah.
go ahead.
Just got engaged. She looks like a
Very-
lot.
Very excited.
She looks so, like, yeah, excitable. Bryce, who microwaves tuna, he looks like he would too.
Oh.
He's problematic. Look at his face. He's just like, yeah, you're gonna hate this. Okay, Lewis, known farter, looks like a loner. I kind of like that he's wearing headphones though. I don't need to talk to him very much. Shiloh only listens to Radiohead. Shiloh looks like I'm gonna go to HR because I say something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Daisy wears all natural deodorant, but she's cute. But her arms
So-
up. You know, so they're like,
yeah.
so like
She
you're
smells
gonna
bad.
smell it, and her name is spelled with a Y and a Z and a IE, which I really appreciate. Oh
Well,
Lord, this
Ashley and
feels
I have a
personal.
I didn't even
Ashley and
notice
I have a
that.
customer that wears all natural, no deodorant, and their
Oh,
whole
yeah.
family smells awful. The whole
Awful.
family.
How many
Awful.
times, Darren, did I accidentally forget deodorant? I had to like Ashley would like have a bag for me because I just forget things that
I
I
don't
don't
remember
have like
that.
I don't have like a naturally bad scent. I don't sweat a lot, I guess, so it's not a huge deal when I forget, but
I think
I've been known to
I think
forget.
Caleb, the next guy, is more
The
up
worst?
your alley.
No, don't say that. Caleb does CrossFit and he doesn't look like he's wearing a shirt and he looks like a douche.
If he's
But
doing
you were-
CrossFit, makes sense.
But you were the CrossFit national champion
Oh my
before
gosh.
we
No,
worked
I was
together.
not. Yeah, national champion. Well, okay, I did do CrossFit. I did CrossFit for almost 8 years and I was a coach, and I actually don't hate CrossFit. The people are great sometimes enough. But I was cut from my CrossFit days with a very interesting, I feel like this is why you brought this up, Craig. I got injured, but not in like a normal way, with the CrossFit way. The gym that I was at had a sauna, and one day in my, like, I was wearing my leggings, and I moved over in the sauna, and a chunk of wood like went through my leggings into my ass cheek. Okay,
No way.
like, oh yeah, like. And I moved over with, like, I don't do anything halfway, so I moved over with force. So that thing like wedged. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that is a splinter in there. Like I could feel it, but it was like thick and big. And I was like, is that scar? Like, what is happening? And so I went to the ER I went to urgent care. They said, we can't get that out. Like, it's way too deep. You're going to have to go get it surgically removed. So I tried to go for like the rest of the day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go at least make sure that I'm not going to get like some weird butt cheek infection. So I go to the emergency room, and they spent 45 minutes cutting into my butt cheek, trying to get this thing out. I had a hole in my butt cheek like this big, which thankfully that's like a very not sensitive area in your body.
Can you show us the scar?
Yeah,
Did they get it out?
No, they didn't get it out. That's the craziest thing. Like, it was so embedded into the muscle tissue. So like the way splinters were, it was like, I guess they come to the surface after a while. With this thing, probably like once it healed up, she had like literally had to bring another person in to hold the skin open so she could look for this thing. She's like, it must be so small. It's so big. I don't want to show you because I feel like that's gonna be like a OnlyFans content or something. I don't know. It's like it's in the wrong spot.
Did it work itself out?
No, it's still in there. I can grab it.
In there?
It's like huge. I don't know how they missed it. I don't know how they couldn't get it, but it is huge. It is like it's a piece of wood. It is not like a little splinter. It's a real piece of wood. I can like move it around and poke it around and stuff, and it's there. I could probably go get it removed now. But
I have a piece of lead in my hand from high school.
They're like, never have I ever. So that killed my CrossFit career. I couldn't work out for like 3 weeks while it healed, and then I just was like, you know what? I'm actually not feeling it anymore. So
I didn't realize that's what ended it. Honestly, when you said I got injured in a weird way, I thought you were going to say I got pregnant. I didn't know what you were going to say.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have a splinter in my ass cheek for the rest of my life than have any more children at this point. I'm so done.
With you.
Anyways, so Caleb does CrossFit. I can handle that, I think. Wallace is like 100. I like Wallace. Susan is from Human Resources, and she looks like she's like her name should be Karen.
She looks like she's going to end your world at any moment.
Who are you choosing?
Ashley, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Wallace.
Yeah. He's got good stories, and he'll probably be like
plenty of stories. He's always gonna have candy.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. He looks a little grumpy though. Like he's not gonna put up with a lot, you know?
Maybe. But that's okay because I don't put up with a lot. So I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Caleb. I mean, I couldn't relate, so I don't go to the gym. I like to exercise, but I don't like to go to the gym. So,
But you'll feel like you do because
oh,
everyone who does
really?
CrossFit will tell you. You'll know they do CrossFit very
So
quickly.
I don't know
And they
people that
probably
do
go at 5
CrossFit, I guess.
a.m. No,
Oh,
you
okay.
don't. Because if you did,
Yeah.
you'd know. Daisy. I'm going with Daisy. I'm cool with the bad smell. I'm fine. They'll light a candle.
No, sensitive
Can't.
nose. Sensitive
No,
nose can't do it.
absolutely
Can't do the
not.
tuna. Can't do the deodorant.
Can't do the tuna. Can't
Smell
do the
kills
smell.
anybody that's smelly.
Blech.
It kills it. So it's either Radiohead, CrossFit, or 100 or Human Resources for me. And
No,
I
human
actually,
resources. No way.
No human
well,
resources.
she doesn't smell. She
I'd be
doesn't
fired on
smell.
day
Darren,
one.
Darren, you would
Yeah, me
not
too.
last. You would be
I'm
fired
saying
immediately.
Yeah,
I'm narrowing it
Would,
down. Let
I
me
see.
he would.
finish. So I think it's Wallace because I'm 100. I actually work with several 100-year-olds now, and it's fine. We had a
I feel
birthday
like
party at work. He was 67. I was like, "What?"
Shoot.
Wow.
that's why are you
Wow,
still
that's
here?
good.
Yeah.
67.
Wow,
But
good.
Wallace might have his own kind of smell, and I don't want to go into that, but I just feel
No,
like this isn't the
yeah.
whole picture.
It doesn't
Like,
address
Old
that.
people smell
I'm
like pig.
sorry.
Yeah.
Like CrossFit guy, probably his socks stink, and he probably hasn't showered since he left
It
the
doesn't
gym.
say
I don't know.
stinks though, but maybe.
No, he just talks about it too much. That's his.
Yeah, he
I
would
mean,
talk
that's
about
the
it
way
too
I
much
read
and
it.
say
Yeah.
bro. He would be bro. I don't know if I can handle the bro all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put him in the
Yeah.
truck. Make
No, I
him
can
backup
tell you about
driver.
his
Yeah.
workout every day. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
100%.
So, who
could.
did you
I
choose, Darren? I don't know if you
I
did. You
chose
choose someone?
Wallace.
Darren's like,
Wallace.
I'm not working here.
Okay.
No, I'll work there. I'm just going to hang out with Wallace and Human
Yeah, man.
Resources and
Human
can't remember
resources.
who else.
Dude. If you hung
I
out with
don't
human
know. I'm not
resources from
scared
another
of that.
company, you could do it.
Yeah, I
but
feel like the
nothing-
human
No.
resources lady, I'd get fired, you'd get fired, we'd all be fired. And then Wallace,
Yeah.
I think he might be a little problematic. You know, that's
Yeah.
that generation that still says
Yeah, I
and
agree.
thinks that.
Oh well.
I just don't want to hear
Oh.
that guy talk all day. You know, I
Yeah.
know that he would talk all day. We have some customers that come in and talk a lot, and I talk a lot, and so
He's
you know,
in-
We know how to get ourselves out of that.
yes. So
I feel
yeah,
like
so
Wallace would just need help. He would need a lot of help.
yeah, computer help and everything.
Yeah. He'd be like,
Yeah,
how do
help
I
up the
He'd be-
stairs.
he'd be talk to texting all day? He'd be like, you know,
he would be
I could
no, not even
definitely
talking
find
texting.
something
He-
age appropriate for him to do.
But he would be on speakerphone all day. He'd be talking to his kids and grandkids
Yeah.
on speakerphone. Hey, remember
Yeah.
that
On
guy that came
FaceTime.
in that guy that's so mean when he comes in, and then his grandkid called the other day, and he went into
Oh.
this whole different persona.
Yes.
I was-
Did I not?
That's
I was-
Did I
interesting.
not? Did I not give you the eyes? I must have given them to Ian. But I was like,
Oh
are we
my
kidding right
gosh.
now? Like, what are we doing? Jackal and Hyde. Literally.
Oh my gosh. He was mean
So-
to you and nice to his
He's always
grandkid?
mean. He's always
Always.
mean.
He's
terrible.
Super mean.
Is he a
He's super
customer or a
mean.
worker?
Yeah, customer.
He's
Super
a
mean.
customer.
And
If
then
he was
his
a worker,
grandkid
I would
called.
say something.
It's Poppy. Look at Poppy. Hey, Poppy. Poppy.
Yes.
Poppy. I
What
love
it was.
Mhm.
It was Jackal and
Ugh.
Hyde. It was nuts.
That's crazy.
He's
It
so
was
nuts.
intense.
I guess I've worked with
The-
people like that.
The guy was
before a little
basically
bit.
cussing me out, and then his grandkid called, and he went into this whole.
And then he's like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta take this."
Yeah. Like, don't you can't not
Persona
answer it.
change. Instant
Did he
persona
address?
change.
And then he went right back.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
right
we've,
back
uh,
into it.
Right back. Business
Yep.
is business, and then personal. He just keeps it separate.
Mm.
You know.
Keeps them separate. Yeah.
Well, if you guys did a
That's
better
cool.
job, he wouldn't be cussing you out.
Oh,
First off. First off.
Yeah.
First off.
Whoa.
We can do a better job because we can just ixnay him altogether, and then we won't have this problem.
Fair.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So one last thing before we get into the topics. Darren's been itching to get his song out, so we're gonna do a song today. Your favorite, not your favorite music, not your favorite all time, just your
I'm not
favorite song
itching. I
today or
forgot about
yesterday.
it. I don't know if I'm prepared.
Favorite song today or yesterday?
Yeah, favorite song. The thing you playlisted. So mine was today. Ollie Murs, "Dance with Me Tonight." You guys know that song?
No.
I don't.
Oh, it's so good. All his stuff is good. Do you guys know him?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Are you
And
serious?
everyone you
and,
say, I
I'm
don't know.
reeling from you saying I'm so ready.
Now, if you said like Supertramp, I would be able to relate to that.
Super tramp.
But
Super tramp.
Are you guys serious? So I thought you guys were going to make fun of me because I figured it was somebody you guys hated. But yeah,
No.
check him out. He's
And what's
really
the
good.
name?
Murrs, I think. Ollie Murs.
And it's country?
Dance with me. No, it's not country. No. Pop.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know who that is.
Check it out, Ashley. You'll like it. There's some.
Check it out. I will.
Dance with me tonight. And there's other songs.
Dance
that are
with
really
me
good.
tonight. Okay.
Pocket. He has a song called Pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good ones.
Okay.
We need to be able to play the music.
Can you?
No, I'm just saying. I wish we could. I mean, you could if you got $1 million.
A little, like,
okay.
5-second snippet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
Ashley,
we can.
what do you got? Who you listen to today?
Today, I would say my most recent is Gabby Beret, Growing Up Raising You. I'm obsessed with her and Kelsey Ballerini right now.
Oh, yeah, I like her. Kelsey Ballerini is a Texas born.
Yeah, they're like my two obsessions right now, besides Swiftie, of course.
What was the first one?
What was the Gabby Beret song?
Gabby Beret, you said?
Yes, Gabby Beret, and the song is called Growing Up Raising You. She just released a new album, so it's one of her newest songs.
Is it pop, country, what?
Country.
I'm going to need somebody to text me these, and I'll check them out later.
I'll text them to you, Darren.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll check them out because I've texted you a million songs, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kelsey Ballerini, her new album is awesome, too.
I've heard of her.
What kind of music is this? Is it like pop or did you say this?
Country. Those are country.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ollie Murs is pop for sure. He's got a song with Snoop Dogg. Anyway.
Well, you had
I've
me
never
there.
heard of this cat.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
know. I can't believe you guys don't know him. He's an English artist. That's good.
Well, we're American.
Hey, check out the video too for that song. Dance with me tonight. Check out the video. It's a really cool video. Okay. Hey, Darren, what you got?
Okay, I know what you're talking about from 2 weeks ago. You kind of threw me for a loop. And I don't know what I got out. So that particular day, I had just watched a documentary on the Go-Go's. It went really deep on the Go-Go's. Thought that was really cool. I like music videos, or music docs rather. But I think what I was going to say is what I've been trying to do. There's a place in town that plays a lot of live music, and I try to go there on Fridays because they have like an early band, a medium band, and a late band, and it gives me a chance to see a lot at one time. So
yeah, it's called the videos. Thank you.
I just remember something else. So that week, the middle band was called. They're a local band, and they were called Fight Dream. And no, I've never heard of them. Nobody's ever heard of them, except the people in the band's girlfriends. But they were really, really great. They had a cool vibe. The guitar player had the coolest scene going. The singer had a great vibe.
Wasn't the drummer the lead singer?
That was a different band. That was the Something Brothers. That was the earlier band.
Okay.
I did send you something. The Nye Brothers, I think they were cool. And those guys were cool too, but they played a bunch of covers. The next guys were young guys. They had do you remember the band Kingdom Come back in the day?
Was it the one with the long hair that you were talking about?
There was a band in the 90s or late 80s called Kingdom Come. They had a Led Zeppelin vibe. These guys had that vibe. Yes, there's a band out right now called Greta Van Fleet that has a Led Zeppelin vibe, but these guys have a lot better look than Greta Van Fleet, and they're local, and they played like, I don't know, 8 songs, and it was really, really good. So I wanted to throw that out there.
That's awesome.
Check them out because they were awesome. Now, this last Saturday, a guy that I've always wanted to see, and I've never had a chance to, but he came to town at George's, same place. Like Robert Earl Keen sings one of his songs. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all talk.
Jasmine, who you got? Who you listen to today?
Today,
Come back to
not much, but I have been listening to a lot of, so I've been listening to a lot of Fleetwood Mac, Rumors specifically, which I always listen to right in a row, because that's just one of those really good ones. And then I've been wanting to listen to, though, one that I heard on Joe Rogan is this guy, oh gosh, I think his name is Jerry Clark Jr. and he's like a blues guitarist. Apparently, he released another album, and he was like talking about it. So I'm gonna check that guy out. He seems really cool.
No, yeah, I'm a fan of him. Good for
he
you.
seems like a really cool guy. I am liking. You said bluegrass or blues? What is it? Is bluegrass? Bluegrass.
Well,
I don't really know what the different, but I like his
Big difference.
vibe. And,
that guy's blues is probably bluegrass is country. It's very hillbilly country, like rockabilly.
It's like
no, I like
banjo.
that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Blues is more very bass guitar.
Right.
Jazz.
Yeah. So the bluegrass.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
let me
really
say
into
this.
bluegrass.
And let me
check
say
them out.
this.
I've done well.
Have you guys ever heard of the oh my gosh, my brain. There's Amy went to high school with a guy that's a big time bluegrass. His whole family is into it.
Uncle Lucius.
No, but let me go back to who I saw last Saturday, James McMurtry. I've always wanted to see James McMurtry, and he came to town, and I got to see him, and it was awesome. And
Cool.
Cox, the Cox family is who Amy went to high school with.
Are you talking about Alison Krauss and all that?
Yes,
Is that who you're talking about? Okay.
Yes. He and his family are her backing band.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
So just to give you an idea, but look them up, and they tour, but they play at like churches. They'll go to churches and play, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That's awesome. I like Alison Krauss.
Awesome. Yeah, Alison Krauss. Yeah, we used to have a name for her, but yeah, way back in the day. You don't remember?
I don't know. If you said it, I might remember.
She was. I think she was our original kind of Butterface or.
Oh, really? Not me.
Sexy Ugly.
I'm a fan.
Sexy Ugly. Yeah.
She's just too shy.
She was super shy.
Only thing.
Hey, so speaking of shy, embarrassing moments. What do you guys think if we get into some embarrassing moments today?
Embarrassing moments. I kind of already told mine last week. And
Did
I got fact checked on it. So maybe because we didn't really share it last week, maybe I will share it this week. But I did get fact checked because I have a terrible memory, so everything happens a little different than when I say. But so I was talking to Derry Gray after the show last week about how when I thought I was 16. I was 19, so perfectly acceptable age to be doing this. But I got dared to go streaking through a baseball game, and it was like a family event. It was at night. The lights are all on, like blaring down. I'd never done that before. I literally had just gotten back. So in the Army, like you go into your training and then you come back for like a 2-week thing called hometown recruiting, where you like help your recruiter, but basically it's just an extended vacation before you go to your main unit. And so I had like just gone through basic training. So I am at actual peak. Like I've never been hotter than 19 and no children yet. I just gone through the military training, so I'm all like slim. Anyways, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I can't say no to a dare. And my friends are a-holes, and they know who they are. And one of them will love this story. But so, 19 years old, we're at there's like children in the crowd, and the lights are all on. And I take off my clothes and I put them in a neat little pile. And I said, okay, you're gonna meet me around the bend, and you guys are gonna bring me my clothes because I can't come back. Like, there's no coming back. I'm gonna be needed. Anyways, so I run through that thing, and I'm like going, and all I hear is from the crowd.
It's so awesome.
So horrible. I'm not even halfway through when that starts, and I'm like bouncing and everything's jiggling. And anyways,
I would have
get
just collapsed.
Oh my gosh! Like, and I'm just like,
I just died right there.
Keep
I think
smiling.
she froze.
Like, you just gotta keep. Yeah. What if I just stopped? No, but I just like, I was like, you're in it now, so you gotta keep running.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no going back.
In my head when they say street,
actually
you're
happened?
not thinking I'm gonna be running naked in bad lighting. Like, okay, anyways, but what do you think actually
I think what actually happened, it was a huge roar of the crowd.
No.
And there might have been some mad moms saying, "Oh, how dare she?"
It was a man.
But your psychosis
in
your brain heard.
It was a man.
Ew.
For sure. No, it wasn't you. It was an ew. It was an ew. Okay, it was a real ew. A real long, elongated ew.
So there,
Maybe it was a gay guy.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
you don't think there was? So was there no clapping and cheering? I mean, usually if
I
anybody
don't know.
runs
I
across
think the roar of
There
like the blood
was.
rushing in my ears,
Yeah.
and I was like
Yeah.
so hyped, adrenaline. But
adrenaline.
I did hear the ew, and it stuck with
pierced
me.
the darkness.
It did.
went
It
course.
pierced through all the other noise, and then I just heard.
course.
Ooh. Anyways, so and then my friends did not bring me my clothes immediately. It took them a very long time, and then we had to anyways, it was just very awkward. But that's one of my most embarrassing moments I've been saying.
Okay, awesome. Who's up next? Ashley.
I mean, you guys heard my one this
Other than
morning.
today.
Yeah.
There's so many like this. I'm a super klutz. So, let's talk about the airport. So I am from California and I travel back often. And this time I was taking my son, Owen, with us. Well, with me. He was under 2, so he was free. I was like, heck yeah, we're flying American. I got like a front seat. It's going to be so fun, right? Wrong. So we're walking down the tarmac. I had just given them my stroller. We're walking down the tarmac, and Owen decides that he, at some point while I was putting the stroller up, took his diaper off. So now he is pooping, running down, like, the thing that you use to get into the plane. And I'm trying not to scream and, like, cry at that moment. Yeah, like the ramp thing that you go from where you're inside, like, the gate.
The jet bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he just takes off. I mean, he's just full on balls to the wall, gotta go.
Literally, balls to the wall.
Literally balls to the wall. And he's laughing, and then poop is coming out. Poop is coming out, and I'm freaking out. I'm hysterical. And there's other moms, and then I'm instantly being like, they're like, why aren't you getting him? Like,
Mom
I'm trying.
shamed. Yeah.
I'm trying.
No.
So I was so embarrassed. It was so bad. And he's just laughing. And you can't even be mad at him because he's not even 2. But, it was so bad. It was so bad.
That's pretty bad.
No,
And then you have to
children-
get on a plane with these people.
Oh,
There was no getting away from that situation, right?
I was just happy that I got us a good seat in the front of the plane. Because we got in and we got out.
Get off
Ashley
immediately after.
Ashley loves to ride first class.
No,
If I can.
There
She almost always
is
went right.
no kind of embarrassment, like kid embarrassment, though, because there is that element of mom guilt or shame or whatever that people do.
Yes.
Now, look, if I see somebody like that, I am like, how can I help you? Or I'm like, good for you. Like, you did that. But there are
Always
other
offer your
women.
assistance.
Yeah, maybe that wouldn't feel that way. I remember going through a Target one time with my 4-year-old. He's now 10. I remember him slapping me in the face in front of all these people and screaming. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. He slapped me in the face, and I'm just like hot, like red hot. The heart is full, and I'm like, I grabbed
You don't even
him
know
out,
what to
and he's
do.
squirming, and I grab him out, and I just walk to the front of the store as calmly as I can, and then you get to the car, and you just like lose your shit. Yeah. Anyways, but it's embarrassing.
And they're done that.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's
And
embarrassing.
everybody's watching how you handle
And everybody's watching. Like,
And
everybody's watching.
And yes,
There's
very
a
much.
whole line
now
of
they're
people behind me.
Oh,
It was rough. It was rough. And nobody helped, of course.
Well,
that's just how it is.
When there's poop involved, I don't know that I would be like super annoying. I would be right there like, you were doing so good.
Somebody could have just grabbed his arm. If somebody would have just grabbed his arm and stopped him from running all the way. Yeah.
I would have blocked him. I would have like, no, you're not getting past. You shall not pass.
I have
what's up?
If Jasmine would have taken her clothes off and started streaking to
Just to minimize embarrassment.
To make it a different so they wouldn't be paying attention. Yeah. So they wouldn't pay attention.
Okay, I have a question. So not to be too gross, but was it loose poop or harder poop? Was it like a streak of a mess, or was it?
So I should have clarified. He wasn't pooping in the moment. It was in his diaper. So as he's running, it's dragging around his ankle, and it's coming out.
God. Okay.
So there's a couple of smudges, and there's a couple of little turdy balls, and the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Man,
The good
you
stuff.
did
Wow.
ask the question, Darren. You did
I
ask.
did.
Well,
Thank you.
You did.
Well,
You're welcome.
I have an embarrassing moment that has to do with toilet paper, but that's not the one I'm going to tell today. So
Okay.
So
I'm
much
gonna
toilet talk.
shout
Oh,
shout out
man.
to bless you. Shout out to Tracy Hoagland. We worked together when I was maybe 24 or 5 or 6. I don't know. My first job after college, and she went on maternity leave for 6 weeks. And when she came back, she got on the elevator on the first floor. We got on the elevator together. It was 18 floors. And I said, "Hey, Tracy, when are you going to have that baby?"
Oh,
And we had to ride 18 floors together.
And she had the baby already, or
Yeah, she was back from maternity leave.
oh, I see. Okay,
After
okay.
six
Sorry.
weeks.
just
bounced
that.
back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she still brought, we had a reunion, like a 20-year. So that company closed. So but we had like a 20-year reunion or something. And she said something about it.
Yeah,
Oh.
she'll never forget that. She hates you.
20 years
Oh,
ago, she remembered
Every
it.
girl who's been asked
Oh,
that
yeah.
pregnant hates the
Oh,
person
oh
that
my
asked them
God.
that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out
No,
to
it's
That is
Tracy.
a thing. That is a thing.
Oh,
She was always super nice about it though, and smiled, and it was
Yeah, but then she always
people
remembered you
joked
as
about
that's the
it, but she
guy who thought
remembered
I
it, yeah.
was.
Yeah, sorry,
Who
So-
called
Tracy.
me
I
fat
still
without
love you.
calling me fat.
so what did she
Yeah.
say in the moment?
I don't remember, dude. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Oh yeah, she said that.
obviously
She
said
said
I had the baby.
She said I had the baby. She said I had the baby. It's doing great. I mean, it was just a
And I'm
ridiculous
just-
moment.
I'm
was
just
just
your
a-
normal fat person
stupid.
now, or something like that.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
This is just
I'm sorry.
Just
Jeff.
normal.
I try to avoid.
now. No, to be fair,
that-
I don't know. Had you had kids already at this point?
No.
Okay. So I don't
had
think
kids at
men.
38.
No, I don't think men know that, like, in a movie or like celebrities or whatever, their stomach goes right back. It just like, snaps right back. But you don't know this as a woman until you have a baby. No one tells you this, and men surely don't know. But like, you're like a deflated balloon for like months. Your body
Months.
doesn't just like, go right back like a rubber band. Maybe some people do, but I had people ask me if I was pregnant probably 3 or 4 months after I had my first. So
Oh,
It's
see,
a-
I avoid it. I don't care if I see the head crowning. I'm not asking.
yeah, no, I have no
I'm not
idea.
asking.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I got
hell of a
terrible.
set of hemorrhoids. I mean, I'm not
I
going.
think you're safe if you're at the baby shower or like
Yep.
Not going to it.
Darren's not gonna even then like not even gonna. I'm not even looking. Yeah.
The placenta could
So-
slap me in the face. I'd be like,
Yeah.
it's humid outside. I'm not going
humid.
there.
What was that? Oh my gosh, disgusting.
Is it a wombat
so-
just for flying?
That's terrible.
So
That? Yeah, that's
we-
good.
we had a tough pregnancy once, and I had to capture the placenta after the birth, and the doctors would not help me. Right?
You had to capture it?
I had to get it and send it to a lab in Philadelphia, and the doctors were
Why?
unwilling to. Well, they had to do some research on it because we had
Oh,
in
okay,
utero.
sorry. Too much.
surgery.
Too
It's a
much
whole
info,
thing.
Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah. So,
So you had to like what catch it on the way out, and they wouldn't
no,
help
no,
you,
no,
and it's like still
no,
attached.
they wouldn't. They didn't want me to. They didn't want to give it to me, so I had to
Oh,
make
you
a
had to
huge
fight them
effort.
for it,
Yeah, I had to fight them for it, and then I had to take it down to the morgue and
and
leave it
then
there
you're
for a
like
couple of
holding
days.
it, and you're like, what was I fighting for? This is
So
terrifying.
Greg has a lot of years of experience being a football player. Did your football experience come into play with something like that?
No, but I did deliver puppies once and had to tie off the umbilical cord, so it helped a little bit.
Oh, speaking
Okay,
of
what is
tying
that?
things off, Darren, didn't you have a goat or something at some point?
Oh, now I have to know.
That's not really an embarrassing moment. That was just a
No,
mistake.
it's not embarrassing, but I would love to know.
That's just a
I would love
mistake.
to hear it on this podcast.
Oh my gosh. I was going to talk about something else. Okay.
Okay, no, do what you need to.
I don't see that as being an embarrassing moment. I just see that as curiosity killing the cat is what that is.
And then
So yes, I had a place with land and I had 26 goats at one point. I had a lot of goats.
were they the fainting goats?
Oh,
No, they were not feigning goats.
Okay.
The very first goat we got
Yeah, that
actually
would be fun.
was a famous goat. The lady that gave me the goats, one of them was in a lot of movies and TV series. She was a movie scout, where they find places to film and stuff. That's what she did.
What
And so
kind of movie? Any that we've heard?
I don't remember where this particular goat was
That's
or
funny.
what it was in, but I can find out. So anyway, she had 5 goats originally she gave us, and one of them was a famous goat, and as goats would do and rabbits, they multiply. So we ended up with like 26 goats at one point. So there is a point where contraceptive measures must come into play or you're going to get overrun.
For sure.
My buddy, and this is a whole nother story. My buddy has this, come to find out it's an antique device that his great grandfather bestowed to him through the lineage of his family and let me borrow it. Well, guess what I did?
Which has been like outlawed for probably like hundreds
and
of years.
I lost it. I don't know
Hundreds
what
of
happened
years.
to it.
Oh my god!
I know. I'm
I don't know what to do with it.
I'm the worst person. So, anyways, this device, it has a handle, and there's a little tiny, thick rubber band that goes on it, and you squeeze it, and it spreads out, and you put that around the goat's manhood, and eventually
they're gonads.
They're gonads. They're goatnads, and eventually they fall off, and that's a way to castrate them, right? So
I feel like that's the least humane way. Like, that cannot be.
I didn't know anything. I just have a buddy. I'm telling this, I've got so many goats story too. And he's like, oh, I've got here, borrow my, he didn't say my antique from my great. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, my degoat natinator.
Right. Yeah. Which if it's that old, why are you still able to buy those rubber bands? So I question that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not mine to question. I was the one that lost it. Couldn't find it. So anyway, I used this thing and I used that on all the boy goats, but I had one big main goat. His name was Elvis, and he was a badass. And so, he had the biggest, finest ones of the bunch. Well, weeks, months later, however long it takes, I can't remember, I was out in the pasture with him, and I came across what had dropped off of him.
The goatnads.
The goatnads. And for some reason, in my mind, I felt it necessary to scoop them up and smell them.
Oh, no.
And I woke up 15 minutes later. It knocked me out. The smell completely. I passed out in the pasture.
Oh my gosh.
Goats of themselves have such a strong smell.
Nasty.
I mean, like the fact that even their cheese tastes like a goat. So I cannot. Which I like it. I like the smell of goat cheese a lot, but I can't imagine the dead, decayed, gigantic, apparently, testicles, and what those would smell like after rotting off for weeks on end and just sitting on the ground.
It literally knocked me unconscious by the smell. I've never had that happen before or since. So that's really not my embarrassing moment. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Around.
Yeah.
But I woke up in the mud later, just came to. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, he got
True
you
story.
back.
Amy,
that was
any day.
So
that was him getting you back.
The goat or John, the guy with the device.
Both.
Yeah, and the goat.
Both.
Yeah.
You really paid for it.
It's interesting that. So I don't think there's much difference generationally from embarrassing moments. You thought maybe our generation would be more relational type stuff, and you guys might be more.
Probably Gen Z.
Actually, we didn't ask what year you were born. What year were you born?
Me?
Ashley.
Yes.
90.
Woohoo! Fellow millennial.
90.
So, but that's the difference. So I think a lot of people, a lot of Gen Z and a lot of baby boomers think that millennials are Gen Z. That's what they think of when they think of millennial. They go,
for sure.
The really young ones, they always had technology. They never played outside or anything, and that's not true at all. Like I
At
was
all.
always outside. I was always my mom and dad had no idea where we were. Like we were racing our little bikes and we were running all around the neighborhood, and then we would come back because my mom would whistle, and we heard
Mhm.
crazy loud whistle. But I mean, so we don't have, I don't think, quite as much. But you know what? I do have a story that's not necessarily an embarrassing moment, but it's kind of a confession that I feel like I need to share here.
Please
And
share.
do you remember, like, when we were younger, Ashley, your school would give you a catalog and they'd like basically make you into an MLM or what, like you were like out there selling their crappy calendars and like, boxes of chocolates and whatever.
Chocolates.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you would
Wrapping
go like
paper.
you go harass your neighbors. Yep. Cookie dough, whatever. And they would, look in the thing and they'd put in their little information and then they'd give you a check and then you would come like a couple weeks later they would get it at the school and then you would take it and give like, here
Drop it
Mrs.
back off.
Anderson
Yeah.
or whatever and give her face. Well, anyways, so I had no integrity or moral compass as a child. So, and I was a closet eater. I know I'm hide and hoard food for no reason at all. I don't know why. We didn't like have any. I always had food at home. I don't know why I did this, but anyways, so I sold one of my neighbors this box of chocolate turtles. Like the pecans with the caramels and the salt on top. And when they gave them to me to give to her, I just kept them in my closet and I ate them for the next like 2 or 3 weeks, just like one at a time. I would just like
Did
in
she
my
ever
closet,
find
like
out?
like
Did
a
she
rat.
ask
No,
you?
she totally forgot. She totally forgot that she ever bought them because it's like weeks from one time to another. Never ever. But I was
She's
so
probably on a podcast talking about it right now.
right.
How
No,
this
she's like
girl never
my
gave
girl
her
never gave
menu.
me. No, but I did avoid her forever after that because I was like, what does she remember?
Guilt.
But I was
Riddled
so
with
guilty.
guilt.
Yeah.
How
But
old
I
were
ate
you?
them. I must have been like 10. I don't know. I did a lot of really sketchy things like that, but that was kind of a sketch
I have
kid.
a story kind of like that. The Jerry Lewis Telethon was on back when I was little. You guys remember that? And
Mhm.
the
I don't, but
local
me neither.
broadcast. Okay, well,
I
no,
do
you
know what a
don't.
telethon is.
It was a thing. Jerry Lewis
But
was a big deal back in the day. So that was national. I don't know, out of wherever. And then the local news would pop on every hour or whatever, and they would encourage local people to go out and raise for the telethon. And then you could come on the local TV and hand your money in and get on TV. So my friends and I thought, this is it. This is our big break. We're going to get on TV. So we walked around a few blocks and got some change, not a whole lot of money, but it was an old metal coffee can. I remember it because jingled, and it was full of change. And so we go back to my mom and said, "Okay, you got to take us to the TV station. We're gonna get on TV." Man, I don't know if it was my mom or grandma. You're not going anywhere. We're not taking you anywhere, and we need that money for ourselves. So I basically took that money from people and they took it and used it. And oh man, I'm going to catch hell for throwing this out there. But I didn't get to go on TV and they kept the money. And we're not talking about a lot of money. We're talking about a little bit of change from each person, but it added up, filled up a coffee can. So it's similar, but it wasn't my decision.
they just needed it.
Use it
Darren,
for
you guys.
Coke and cigarettes.
You know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna be on their side for this because I bet you were a handful as a kid. So they were like like
This
taking
is
what they
spreading
needed to
dance.
take to make it fair. Because I
Yeah,
have
what
a
was your
son like that. So
and what did you call your grandma? I forgot.
Nanny.
Nanny, yeah.
Nanny.
You remember Nanny?
Nanny.
Nanny was tough.
You knew Nanny. Okay.
I did.
Fair enough.
She called me Spoon.
She called you Spoon. Everybody in the family still calls you Spoon, actually. And then I have
let's unpack that. What's that from?
Stirring shit up.
Yeah.
Greg's always coming over and stirring. You were fine. You weren't all wound up about anything. And then Greg calls or Greg comes over and he's got you stirred up about something. So they called him Spoon.
That's funny. That's funny.
And now I've got this cousin that actually watches this. They call him Ladle because he stirs it up even more.
Deeper.
Deeper.
Now, Ashley, is that
Maggie.
your experience of Greg? Is that he's kind of a spoon?
I don't think so because he has me, and I'm probably a bigger spoon.
Oh, for
You're a
sure.
ladle. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
Oh yeah.
such a gossip. I turn around and tell him everything.
Oh yeah.
I love
Everything.
that.
I am
I
not
love
to
that
be
you say
trusted.
that. No,
I
Guess
am
what?
not to be
So and so just
trusted.
told me.
Greg
You're
knows
not to
all
be
the
trusted.
deets. I am not to be trusted because Greg knows all the deets.
that's so
All of them.
funny.
I don't keep anything in the vault except when it comes to
Okay.
Greg. I will keep
I
all of
am-
Greg's stuff in the vault, but that's it.
Wow.
That's funny. Darren says vault. I am the opposite. Like if you tell me something and then somebody else comes and tells that to me, I'll be like, wow, like I had no idea. That's
That's me
amazing.
too.
Or they'll even be like, didn't Darren tell you? I'll be like, no, Darren didn't tell me anything. Like I'm so like I'm not
Keeping it
gonna
under
tell you.
wraps.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna know that I know.
No.
I've gotten caught
But I
talking.
respect it, Ashley. I do. I respect it. You own it.
I got caught talking one time. I worked for a bigger company in Bossier City, a real estate company, and there was this girl there that I liked. I didn't dislike her, but I was talking shit about her for whatever reason. And I'll be damned if she caught me. She caught me red-handed talking about her, and I don't even know why I was doing it.
Oh, that's different. No, you're talking about. Oh, okay. I talk shit. I just don't tell secrets.
Okay, well, this wasn't a secret. This was talking shit. But from that day, that girl fronted me out, and I felt bad because I like this person. I don't even know why I did it. But I learned my lesson. She taught me a lesson, and I haven't done. I don't think I've done that. I haven't done it near as much as I used to. But no, I'm a good secret keeper. I'll keep. You tell me it's vault. It's vault. Nobody knows.
Ashley talks shit, and she'll front you out.
I sure will. No shame in my game at all.
Yeah. You just gotta
I want to hear
that.
about the biggest something somebody came to you at the office and told you, and you immediately
And I
turned
exploited
around.
it. Then I
Okay.
immediately told Greg.
Exploit it, or you like
No.
just yeah.
I
You
never
just go
exploited. I'm just such a gossip. I tell Greg everything.
Yeah.
It's. Oh, I guess I can't really say everything because there's some stuff that I don't say just because it's not relevant. But if I feel like he needs to know, then I'm like, hey, I have a secret.
What was the most irrelevant thing that you told him?
Oh, gosh. Probably about the people in the shop helping up. That's probably the most irrelevant that I tell him.
Hooking
not
up,
really
is that
relevant
what you
for
said?
him. Yeah, hooking up, yeah.
Oh, like relationship wise.
Or outside?
Not like in the building, but people that work in the building.
Maybe in the building. Maybe
in the building, we don't know.
So there's girls and guys back there, or are these guys on guys? What's going on? What's the deal?
No, I
there's
sent you a video. There was a couple of girls in that video I sent you.
Yeah, there's a handful of girls out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured it was mainly guys just because it's a shop.
It was. I was the only girl for a really long time.
But
so
then,
for years.
So were the guys hooking up with guys?
No,
Darren, why are you so worried about this?
No, I'm just curious. Or was the couple of girls just?
How many guys hooked up with how many guys?
No,
so we had about 6 or 8 girls.
Guys, but I know about the girls and the guys.
So the couple of girls is getting a lot of action. Is what's.
Some of them have, and
some of them have.
That reminds me of a girl I knew in the army. So we were like buddies, and we could not have been more opposite. And she was at a. Ooh-wee, she got around. Oh no, that's my most embarrassing moment. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think about this.
I know the story.
Oh, Matt, my husband's gonna feel so cool when he listens to this. Okay.
Oh, he listens.
Have one.
Yay! We have.
He does. He does. Oh, this was so embarrassing at the time. Okay, so I've only had one walk of shame in my life, and I'm thankfully because I was 19 when I got married, but. It was the worst walk of shame you could ever have. Okay.
Oh no.
So we were in the army and we both lived in the barracks and we hadn't gotten married yet. And I stayed over at his room all the time. Like we were in the early throes of our relationship.
Passion.
Anyway, so you live in the barracks, there's like 30 other people in your hallway on either side. And then you go down the hallway and there's like 60 more this way, 60 more that way, and then my room. Okay. So we lived on the same floor, different ends of this big major hallway with tons of people, rooms, everything's filled, 2 people to a room. You shared a common space, and then you each had your own room. Okay. So I stayed over at his room, and that was perfectly allowed. Like, it's not, you can do that. However, we had a Barris inspection the next morning these were always a surprise at, like 5 a.m. So we get woken up to a, really loud knock. And I'm wearing my clothes from the night before, and I'm in his room, and I literally walk out to all the people on this side, all the people on this side, standing at parade rest, which is like the one with the hands behind the back, in their PT uniforms, waiting to get their rooms inspected with their doors open. And so I have to pass like 60 guys, and they're all like, everyone's like, woo, like, and I'm just like, oh my, like eyes down, and then I have to pass all of my unit. Everybody's asking like, so why didn't you stay in your room last night? Where were you? What did you? Oh my gosh, the most embarrassing. And so, and I worked with all these people. These are my like coworkers. So everybody knows it was.
Did you get in trouble from
No,
head chief?
No, I didn't get in trouble. I'm sure they lectured me on it.
So the closest thing is I
Matt
can
was a stud.
think to that. Oh,
and
yeah,
Matt
100%.
was the man. Like, he was the man after that. So.
Of course.
So I've seen a couple of Army movies. So I'm picturing they're having their bunk locker. What's the locker chest at the end of the bed, and they're standing there by it, and you're walking down that.
Well, no, it's more like you're living in an apartment or something. You have like a bathroom, you have a kitchen, you have like a little main area, and then you've got each your own bedroom, which is basically just like a room with closet. But you can decorate it. You can have alcohol in there if you're 21 or whatever. Like it's like living in an apartment, but it's just
Army sounds awesome.
The Army wasn't bad. I mean, honestly, like you get to choose your job. We were both medics. But yeah, that was awkward. Just a bad timing. That wrong place, wrong time.
I thought you were going to tell a story where the girl that didn't like you had to do a naked search on you, and she really gave you a hard time.
Oh yeah, she told me to take out my belly button ring because toes weren't allowed in the Army. So she didn't like me. I was.
There's always that one hater. Always
not her cup of tea, So. Yeah, I still remember that, Lanny. But anyways, but I did have a friend who was, the ironic part is that I'm the one doing the walk of shame. I had one person that I was very devoted to and still am, and she was sleeping with everybody. Like, they passed her around like some other inappropriate things.
Don't shut slammer. Everybody needs love.
Shut slammer?
I think that's a word.
No, she was looking for love. Yeah, looking for love. I don't. I'm just grateful it wasn't me. It would have been me if it wasn't. If I didn't get married, probably, and start going to church.
Speaking of going to church, millennials seem to be in this self-growth and healing type of mode, I guess. Any thoughts, Ashley, on those kind of things?
I think that you have two types of millennials. Like, you have, hear me out. I feel like you have the millennials that lived in the nice houses, and they had the present parents, and they had great stuff. And then there was other millennials who were like fending for themselves. We were gone all day. We were being bad. We weren't listening. And I feel like it was because of our parents, right? Like, we got the crap end of the parent stick because nobody was teaching us right from wrong. So then when we grow up, we have kids and we don't know what the heck we're supposed to be doing with them because you don't know. And so you turn into like a helicopter mom, like you try to figure it out. And I would just say, for me, like this past year, I think I've realized how much resentment and like stuff I've held on to from when I was a kid, and like I've let it go, and my heart feels lighter. Like I feel like I'm ready to go to church. I'm ready to invite God into my life full time and be devoted to my husband and my kids and that being, but just that being, like just my household. And it's weird. It's just weird because I talked to other people and they went through it 10 years ago. But they were the millennials that had both of their parents at home hanging out and playing games on Saturday. I was not. So it's just, it's weird to see the difference.
Yeah, like took you a little bit longer maybe to get to that.
A lot longer, for sure.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. And I would say my experience, though, has been the ones that were raised in the really good households and all of that took longer. At least from in like my situation, I know that like I kind of found that really fast. And I was more like the type that I think you would relate to. But all the ones that like grew up in church and grew up with like great parents and all that stuff, their parents ended up getting divorced when they were 20 and it like devastated their whole world. And then they are still looking for, they stopped going to church. They've rejected all of it. They're like on a different path now, you know, and it's like they almost had to go through the things that I went through. And I was like, well, you know, through 16
we've been
or
there,
whatever.
done that.
Yeah. And so it's like, so the healing definitely didn't start happening until like 30s for me.
For sure. For sure.
So I can relate to that. But like now that you have his family, and you're like making it right, doesn't it feel so freaking awesome to just be like, oh,
like my generation, for us and my family, we are breaking all the generational curses in our family.
And my kids are
all
fucking
of them.
Spoiled.
So are hers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's spoiling her. She's taking on her nephew and spoiling him, and it's good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, I've got a question. So you said it's a millennial thing. You had families with money and family life, and then families without money and no family life. But that's not just millennials. That's, I mean, it goes beyond that. You know, Greg and my age, we knew people with money and families, and people. Maybe there was less of that. Maybe there was less.
There was less broken families. For sure.
I guess there was less broken families. I'm from a broken family, and I didn't sit around thinking I want a family and I want to do better than what I came out of. That didn't come to my consciousness. But after I started having kids and stuff, that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be around them. I wanted to watch them grow up and watch them play soccer or whatever it is. It wasn't this grandiose idea that I had. Well, I grew up without my dad, so I'm going to be, I didn't think about it.
Right. No, you don't notice it when you're in it because it's so normal, right?
I enjoyed it.
Maybe to your point, Ashley, it was like kind of an undoing of like, oh, those things that I went through were not actually normal if you look at like what most people have gone through or whatever. You're unique in some way.
No, for sure.
You kind of have to work through that and
yeah, because as you're going through it, you adapt to it, right? So you start doing it. You start being part of the toxic behavior, and then you're just repeating the cycle. And when I had my first son, I was like, wait, hold on. Like, this is not good. Like, why is everybody so angry all the time? Take a breath. But it took me, even with my son, I was a new mom. I wasn't a great mom because I was scared, I guess, to be a mom. And I didn't really have somebody helping me be a mom. I felt like I had a lot of people against me being a mom. I mean, I was 20. Like, it wasn't like I was 16 and pregnant. I was 20 and went to college. Like, I wasn't a screw up. And I just don't feel like I had the support, so I was very terrified. And then when I met my husband, and I was a single mom, so I mean, that made it even worse. Yeah, and then when I met my husband, it's kind of like when my eyes open, like, okay, things have to change. Like, I can't be drinking. I can't be hanging out with these people. Like, you need to devote your time to Elijah and try to heal. And it's taken me probably 10 years to really figure it out. And like where I am today, I'm so much happier than I was just 2 months ago.
So let me ask you this. So when you had your first kid and you didn't really feel like you got your party out of you, you wanted to still boogie.
Sure.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel you.
For sure.
I'm 54 and I haven't
Darren
gotten my
still can't
I
figure out
haven't
how to
gotten
do
my
it.
boogie out of me yet.
Because I had parents as kids where we left and we would be gone for days and my mom and dad never looked for us. Like we just came back home and it was just like, hey, we're home, we're getting some clothes, we're leaving. So then at 20 now I'm dedicated to this little being. I'm literally dedicated to this little being and I can't leave him. I can't do anything without him. So it
things
was a
have
lot.
changed a lot in the last, like when we were kids to now. I think that's a more drastic change than maybe Gen X to Millennial, even though it seems maybe not that way to you guys. Like my kids, I let them go to the park today by themselves for the very first time. And that's because I've been reading about, well, actually, no, this is the second time I'm about to do it. But the first time I was like keeping eyes on. This time we actually let them go walk across the street. I mean, I have a 12-year-old and my youngest is 9 next month. So they're not young. When I was 9, I was gone. But this is just not the age right now.
But it was different. You didn't have the social media and the scares that you have today.
Yeah.
Well, and the judgment. Like people don't,
and
when
the
they see kids playing by themselves now, they're like, where are your parents?
Where's their parents?
A child's 12. Like I was basically an adult. I was like, taking a party vomit at 12. What are you talking about?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So, but I would
we were
say
climbing out of our window.
Yeah. Granted, to your point of church, though, I would say that millennials, or at least me and my family, like we were very avid churchgoers for a very long time, and then we've kind of started to see the faults and like the way that things are structured, and that doesn't change my opinion of God. It doesn't change my closeness with God, but it has made me a little bit more careful about where we church, what we do with organization,
what type of environment,
right? Like what we give as far as our time and our, I think that you can tithe to like the big church, capital C church, like to a godly organization, and I don't think God's gonna reject you for that. You know what I mean? And so there's like a lot of little nuances that we're trying to look into. My husband does have he's got 2 master's degrees and he's got a biblical studies degree, and like so he knows how to read through the Bible and stuff and teach us. And so I feel like lately we've been kind of like reevaluating some of our really long held or like the traditional church that maybe we had in the past.
Well,
there's some home churchers here, and that like my daughter's piano teacher is a home churcher, and I love it. I think that's fantastic. Yeah,
I envy that. I wish I had people around me like that. I don't have people around me that are interested in the same things that I am.
Well, you should try different churches. And what I was going to say, Jasmine said the word traditional church. I don't think typical millennials, #typical millennials, they lean into and go to these super churches, these big productions with
it's typical.
Just whatever they're called. I'm not as comfortable with that. I like a traditional church. But that's because I'm probably old and just used to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
but
I haven't found one
good.
here.
I think that's where things are going back to, because a lot of people I think are seeing the big production and they're like, this feels inauthentic.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
And not always. And if that's right for you, that's right for you. But I'm just saying, I think there is a little bit of an undoing there. So
I'm not saying it's too much or whatever. It's just I've been to a little bit of it. It just, I don't know. I like the traditional. And honestly, if I could find a big production church that the people were friendly, I'd go there. Yeah. I'm having a hard time going to a church and anybody recognizing that I am a breathing human on the planet. And this is a church. I'm just trying to get in somewhere. So
no, I would say most people go to church for community. That's I mean, you can get a message online, you can get worship anywhere you are, but like, and those things are great at a church too. But like the reason you go every week and you see the same people is because you need community. You need people like you said, Ashley. You don't have anyone around you that thinks the same way you do. I mean, that's so important to have.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm
So
looking for that also.
I hate that people don't come up to you and go, "Hey, I haven't seen you before." You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's so easy.
And they
It's such an
don't. And they
easy.
don't.
Or, hey, are you new? Hey, you want to sit by? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not saying the church I'm used to going to was like that, but I don't know. I don't know what you do. Maybe you go to a smaller church.
Yeah, that's what I do. I go to a small church.
Okay.
We have 175 in service.
Yeah,
Well,
so when someone walks in, you know they're new because,
Oh,
like,
you
you're like,
know.
"We haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
you before."
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
people hate that. They don't want to be recognized in any way.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
want to be
anonymity.
anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why millennials like this big
but
anonymous
when
kind
you're
of
rocking the
production.
Easter outfit, you want somebody you know to see you in it, and that's what's important to some people.
And that's why I go to church, those for the attention. When you're
Yeah.
wearing your sunflower see-through shirt. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
man.
joking.
And you just got your
I
nails
earned it.
done.
I earned it.
That is an awesome story. Look, if sometimes you gotta do something for the story, like I mean, I know you didn't do it on purpose, but that'll be something
But
you
the
move
fact that
on
I
to.
did it at all as if I'm
forever.
not 33 years old and capable of looking in the mirror before I leave. Like, that's the part that kills me is I left. My husband let me leave this way.
Yeah, he didn't say a word.
He was
He
probably
was like, all right.
sneakering.
So he didn't even.
He was
and then when I
probably like, wow.
He was taking pictures and posting them on Facebook.
Yeah, he's like,
when I came
He was,
home,
he
I
was
asked him.
speechless, really.
When I came home and I asked him, he was like, "I didn't even notice." And I was like, "Bro, me neither. That's freaking great. Thanks."
his
Thanks.
online profile is what's it called when you're rocketing to the top?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good right now. He's feeling like Matt after my
Army
wise
wife.
went off the
There you
chin.
go. There you
No,
go.
thank you.
Hey, so you guys want to finish off with a game?
Sure.
Always.
Okay, we'll do a word game again today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. So the first word, Ashley, you ready?
Ready.
John. I don't know if that's how you say it. It's Jawn. Jawn. I'm going to say John.
I need to guess the definition. John.
Yeah, so you guys, but Darren and I'll go first
Hmm.
because you guys are
Okay.
probably more expected to know.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's like when we're sitting here, John.
Oh, like jawing, like talking.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna
gabbing
say
away.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was
Okay.
trying to mix it with yawn. What
Yeah, me
what
too.
J word would go with
while
yawn?
you had a bad bathroom while you're yawning.
That wouldn't be a J word, would
Gross.
it?
He always
That's gross.
talks about a bad bathroom.
No, I talked about one time. I was trying to be funny with the bean dip, but so
We've used
maybe-
bean dip a lot since we learned
maybe
what that was.
John means. Oh man,
You saying
maybe-
John makes me want to yawn.
right?
John.
Maybe it means
John.
while you were John,
Malcolm
you
Gladwell.
yawned. You yawned in mid speech or something. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
say I think it's a yawn that like gets interrupted.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but that's what just happened to me. It was like I felt like I had a yawn, and then I like go to yawn, and it's like not play.
Yep,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like it.
Okay, Ashley.
I think I'm going to go with the gossip.
Okay.
Like Greg, the jawing, the talking too much.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's
so
just jawing on.
all right. So it is someone for which the speaker does not know or does not need a specific name. Can you hand me that John right there? Never heard of it. Okay.
What?
I've
Now
never-
say it again.
All zeros across the board.
Yeah. So
No, I need to know
something
what it
or
means again.
someone for which the speaker does not know or does not need a specific name. Like,
So
can
like
you
a
hand,
John Doe kind of thing.
Yeah, can you hand me that
Okay.
John?
No?
Yeah. Basically,
Well,
can you hand me
like-
that something?
Like here's our John. It's like the guy who.
No,
The money.
okay. There's a guy in Webster Parish. He's a sheriff's deputy, and he calls
Mhm.
everybody Dick. Hey, Dick. You walk up.
Oh,
Dick.
same.
He calls
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
Dick, and so they call him Dick. His nickname's Dick because he calls everybody Dick. So John is basically that.
Yeah, that. Or something. It can be something as well. Okay,
Yeah,
Nepo
yeah,
baby.
I got
NEPO. Not sure if I'm saying that
Oh,
right.
we all
Nepo
know that.
baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
well,
guys go first because me and Ashley already know what this is.
Darren, you're
Well,
up this time.
I didn't hear what it was. Say it again.
Hey, Darren.
Nepo, baby.
Darren, you know one. She used to
Nepo.
work with us.
Nepo, baby. Am I saying it
Nepo.
right? Nepo, baby.
Nepo,
Okay,
baby?
Nepo, baby.
Oh,
Okay, Nepo,
baby.
Okay, that's like nepotism, right? You've hired your kid or your friend or whatever, right? It's a nepotism thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to say it's someone who's mixed.
It is somebody who gets hired by their daddy and they do a terrible job and they lose every house at it's at the property management company and they lose every client and they still get
Blame
paid
the
the
sales staff.
most.
Mhm.
And they
Blame the
still
sales staff.
blame everybody else. That is and they get away with whatever. So
Yes. Okay.
high
Ashley,
at
what you got?
work, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
What you got, Ashley?
She knows.
Same.
Same. Okay, that's
She
fine.
knows.
Yeah,
So
same.
it's a celebrity with a parent who is also famous, especially one who's industry
Oh.
connection. Okay, but the same thing. No, you guys got it. Okay, so everybody except me. So clearly,
I was gonna tell you, Greg, that we have one, and I'm constantly asking you if you need to change his diaper.
Oh,
That's how I was gonna explain it to you.
So personal.
Yes.
We have one.
This word got so personal.
Okay, so how about NIL?
Nil.
NIL. So I'll go first, Darren.
I
Okay,
know
you
what
go
it is.
first.
No,
Yeah,
you go
ahead.
first because I know what it is.
So it is I don't know if it's the organization or it's the college pay program where players can get paid for their likeness and name and so forth.
Name, image, and likeness. That's what it stands for.
I'm gonna go with next in line. Like I'm next in line to be a Nepo baby, please. Like somebody let me.
Anybody?
Somebody get my sugar. No, never mind. Cut that. Oh my god. Never mind.
I wish I was a Nepo baby.
Yeah, for real.
Ashley, what do you think?
Well, my dad was a coach. I was, in sports.
NIL. I don't know. NIL?
Your dad yelled at you when somebody else.
Oh
messed
my
up.
gosh, he yelled at me.
I saw it happen.
Neil?
That's why you are the way that you are. I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
now
Let's unpack that, Greg.
That's
we
why,
can unpack it,
That's,
and
that's why
we'll unpack
Greg
it the
is.
same day that we.
podcast.
That's why Greg
We'll
is
unpack
being
that the
mean
day
to the
that you
horse.
unpack why you
lion
went to the
horse.
military.
Why what?
Went to the
military? Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Ashley.
And then I'll talk
rudely
about why I
interrupts- as
didn't
Jasmine
go into the
rudely interrupts.
All of a
military.
sudden. That's a good
That's
question.
okay because usually it's me, so it's nice that it's somebody else for a change. Because
Mhm,
usually
I get
me.
that.
I would say next in line is what I got out of it too, because
Oh wow, okay.
kids our age are constantly abbreviating absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So abbreviation, name, image, likeness, aspects of collegiate athletes.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. All right. So the score is 2, Darren 1, Ashley 1, Jasmine 1, Greg.
I have 2.
You do have 2. I said 2.
What is that?
He just said
2.
that. He said
Two for
that. Darren too.
How
Just
about
make sure.
and you guys correct me
Or
if
2,
I'm
Darren.
saying it wrong. Blur's Day. Blur's Day.
Blur's Day.
BLURSDAY.
I bet you. Okay, can I guess that
Wait,
one?
wait.
Because I never heard it.
Okay, yeah, if you don't know it, yeah, go.
I've never
Okay.
heard it, but I have an idea.
I think it is the new abbreviation to the weekend because
Thursday.
the weekend goes by so fast in a blur, and
Okay.
you're just like,
Hmm.
that was Blur's Day. Like I
Okay.
lost it. It's gone. Come back. Goodbye. It's Monday.
Okay. All right. Darren, you want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go. My guess is so the word here at the university, the kids go out on Thursday. That's the night for them to go out. So they go out and get so jacked up, it's blurry. So I'm guessing because they go out on Thursday nights, they call it Blur's Day. That's my guess.
I think it's
That's good.
mine's similar. I used to go out on Thursdays, and Friday was sometimes a blur. So I'm going to say it's the name for Friday after a Thursday
But you got
event.
really jacked up.
I feel that.
You had too many Zimas, right, Darren?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Too
Ashley,
many
what do you got?
watermelons.
I'm gonna say Thursday being any day because sometimes some days are literally just a blur and you're just making it by. Like, have you ever been in
Whoa.
the car and you don't even realize, but you drove yourself home and you realize, like,
Oh, yeah.
how did I
Oh,
even
yeah.
get here? Like, to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
that's Blur's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
you got
that.
it right. That's what
I
it
like
is.
that.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a
Good job.
it's a day
Wow.
not easily distinguished from other days or the phenomenon of days
Yeah,
running
it
together.
just-
You got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Coming
Next
Interesting.
for
one
you.
is shower orange. Shower orange.
Sour orange. Okay.
I think it is the color of, like, in the between 60s and 70s somewhere, there was like a really ugly terracotta orange shower. You know what I'm talking
70s
about.
show. That 70s
Yeah.
show.
And it's like
Okay.
an orange that we saw in a lot of tiling. It was in shag carpet. It was a mistake. I love it now. It's coming back, and it's shower orange.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay. I'm going with the tan that you have in the shower.
The tin?
The color that you are in the shower.
What? What,
Just
Greg? What
like-
are you talking about?
I'm more tan in the shower than I am.
Because you get like hot and like the water's
I
flowing.
don't
Or the
know.
lighting is
You're-
different?
Do we have to unpack everything I say? Can we just
Yes, actually,
Yes.
I want to know what the heck
That's where
you're
the
talking
ratings
about.
come from. This is when I get constructive criticism when we unpack something Greg said.
You're the fun one. Okay, Darren. What is shower orange?
What's the word again? Orange
Shower
shower or
orange.
shower orange?
Shower orange.
It's the orange you eat in the shower, right, guys? Am I right?
Right.
I
Come
don't eat
on.
in the shower.
Okay, I do have a
don't even
guess.
brush my teeth in the shower. Brush your teeth in the
I
shower.
don't know if I've ever eaten
I
in
do
the
too.
shower.
I
don't
brush
think
my
so.
teeth in the shower. What's wrong with that?
That seems kind of weird to me. I don't
That's
know.
not
Yeah.
wrong. It's fine. It's your
I
I
time
have
saver.
mouthwash on the top, and I
Okay,
found out
here's
that
the
with
real
mouthwash in
question.
there too.
But where
Here's
do
the
you
real
store your
question. No, I
toothbrush,
have the
though?
real question right here.
It has a cap on
And-
it, and I just store it next to like where I hang my razor.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Well, how
I
do you
need
wash
honesty.
your mouth out with hot water? You're
Honestly, we got
wrenching your
honesty from
mouth
me.
out with the hot water. That's a
How
problem.
hot is your water? Is you like burning
mean,
up?
No.
My skin is red when I get out of the shower. It's gotta be hot.
That
There-
shower orange. Shower
Is it
orange
orange?
right there.
Spicy. Spicy.
Shower
Wait.
orange.
I gotta
Okay,
be
I do-
spicy.
I do need to know something, and I need you guys to be completely honest. You say wash your hands after you pee, but do you pee in the shower? Because
So
yes, I
not.
do every time.
I do not.
I can't
but
not. How do you not pee in the shower?
Never. You've
How?
never
How do you
peed
not?
in the
So-
shower? Never.
No.
Craig,
So I
you're such a
don't.
liar.
I don't.
He's a
I'm not saying I
How?
haven't. I'm not saying
You
I
just
haven't.
said you haven't.
No, I said I don't.
Okay,
I have
Darren?
rarely. Oh, I know he does.
I do.
I lived with him.
How do you not? And you know what? Why not? Because it's like going down the drain.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine. I not only pee in the shower, I've actually peed in the shower when I wasn't in the shower.
When you were in the.
That's a typical male, though. All three of my boys do that.
It's the
Okay,
closest
Okay, I guess I'm
drain.
doing this shit.
It's the
That's amazing.
closest drain.
No, I've never peed in a sink,
I'm kidding, not kidding. I haven't.
but
I've never peed in
I
a
have peed in the shower, and I do.
I've seen a girl back up to a urinal at a concert and pee, because the line's
Good
too
for
long.
her. Desperate times.
So
At a
Yeah.
it's definitely okay. Let I get a chance. So shower orange. My guess is when people get a spray on tan, it's like a they go into what is like a shower, and that tan
Mhm.
stuff is orange. You look
Yeah.
orange. So it's a spray tan something or another.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ashley, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with sour orange. I don't know. Why do I feel like it's like a weird way of saying like wash a fruit? I don't know. I do. I feel like it's a weird way of saying like wash a fruit.
like your personal fruit or fruit from the
Yeah.
store.
Like in general. In general.
Okay. So
Your personal fruit.
Hashtag personal fruit.
I'm never referring to it as anything other than that ever again. My orange is. I need to
Your
wash my
personal
orange.
fruit.
the velvet taco. Okay, so
Wowza. Personal fruit.
an orange that is so Jasmine, you actually got it on your second one. It's an orange that is peeled and eaten under a steamy shower. The purported benefit being that steam enhances the orange's citrusy fragrance and creates a soothing experience to the person who is showering.
Okay.
Wow, I thought you were
Everybody's
joking
assignment,
about
homework,
that.
assignment for the week is to eat an
Eat
orange in the shower and wash their
Report
fruit.
back.
I need the shows. I need the
Wash their
shows.
personal fruit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, I don't like that, but I need the money from this show to buy the orange because I won't typically buy an orange. So if you could,
I'll buy you an orange. I have
Venmo
oranges
me.
to spare. I have oranges to spare. I love oranges. I could eat an
Same,
orange
we
anywhere.
keep them. We keep
Can
them
eat
in
in the
stock.
shower.
And it was shower orange, and it's literally eating an orange in the shower.
Literally, it was so,
There
so
you go.
It
surprising.
sounds a little bit. It sounds like an experience. I'm actually really interested in how it's gonna come.
See, I would think
Okay.
an orange would taste better cold. A cold
Yes, not
orange.
steamy.
The orange can be
Orange can
cold,
be
but it's
cold,
like
just in a
the
hot
smell
shower.
of the peel.
Not going
Yeah.
to stay.
I don't like to peel my oranges. It gets in my fingernails, and if I have
That's
like
a great
paper
place
cut,
for you
it
to do
hurts.
it.
I don't like that. I want it to be chopped on a plate. In the shower is weird, but I'll do it. I'll try anything. So let's try it.
What do you mean
But
chopped on a
Report
plate?
back.
Top
That's
I
what
can
my
cut
daughter
it.
eats them.
Like
Yeah.
I like to
wedges.
cut it. Yeah, like wedges, and then you can
Wedges.
eat them all
Wedges.
clean.
And then your
Yeah.
teeth
You
are
just-
the yellow outside of the orange. Is that how
Leave-
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta
You just
play with my food a
leave the
little bit.
peel.
You know,
Okay.
I actually went to school with somebody who didn't know you could peel an orange. Like, he was like 14. Because his mom would always cut him up. So, anyway, sorry.
That's funny
You
because
know
my
what?
wife told me that I couldn't buy oranges for the track meet because the kids wouldn't be able to eat them. I said, "What?" She said,
She
"I
didn't
don't
know you
think
could
kids."
peel 'em?
She knows, but she doesn't think kids
Oh,
know that they can
don't
peel
know how
them
to peel
because
them.
parents cut them up. Yeah.
I went to a chamber thing here. Jasmine used to go to it with me, and I was hungry for a banana
It
that
was
morning.
a chamber, like, of commerce thing. So,
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah.
get that straight.
What
Yeah.
other
Carry on.
chambers are there?
I don't know. You just
Dungeon
go to
chamber?
chamber
like
thing. The
like
Jasmine
a
used to go to.
chamber
like
like
Yeah,
you know.
sorry
Like a
about that.
dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking chamber of commerce. So anyway, there is a breakfast thing, and there were bananas, and I wanted one, and I said something to a guy. I was like, I want one of those bananas, but I can't start it without cutting the
Oh
little
my
top to
gosh.
start it. He said, you peel a banana from the bottom. Have you never done that? I was like, no. And I
You
learned
can.
a couple of months ago how to peel a banana without a knife.
That
I mean,
is how an 8 peels a banana.
I
But
didn't
you
know
can peel a
that.
banana regular from the top, too. You can't do
I
that?
Yes,
the
of
one the
course.
ones they'll mush the banana. They don't do right. So I
Well,
cut it.
don't grab it like a. Okay, you're trying to open it like an 8. You got to open it like a
Mhm.
human. You have all these great tools here to open a banana.
Well, that's
Darren,
what I
you're just
use as a
mashing it
knife.
with your.
Ashley, I'm gonna have to apologize for
I'm
this
tired.
podcast.
It's okay.
Why?
Did I,
This is
did I
amazing.
cut Ashley off?
No, because the ridiculousness that abounds.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the point?
But wait, so
What's the
hold on.
point?
Let's go back to the banana for a second.
Yeah,
So
let's do that.
You're saying that only humans peel it from the top, but who sets that standard? Like, I peel it from the bottom because it gets the stringy things out, and I
I
don't have
didn't
to
know
have the
that.
stringy things in my mouth. I don't
I
like
didn't
the stringy
say
things.
I didn't say nobody. I was at a place without a knife, and there were bananas, and I said, I wish I could have a banana, but I can't open it up without a knife. He's like, you peel it from the
That's
bottom.
so ridiculous.
I didn't know that. That's a true story. That actually, it's the guy that liked Ashley and would always bug her. That's who showed me the banana tray.
And that
Is it the
brings
same
our
one that said that strawberries are aphrodisiacs in a business meeting?
And
Oh,
not
yeah.
you, Ashley, another Ashley that we worked with.
I figured as much.
I don't know. Maybe that. Yeah, I think that is. So that guy had his fruit game down. Actually,
Yeah, he knew fruit, man.
and,
he knew
and we
fruit.
made full circle on self growth. Thank you, Darren, for bringing that story to us about self growth.
You, Anything to help.
Now
on,
I know how to.
on a
We learned a lot,
beautiful
actually.
Saturday
Yeah.
without a cloud in the sky, 76 degrees, low
I don't think the
humidity.
sun's gonna go down till like 8 though, so you've got a couple of hours to
Yeah,
really
you got
enjoy
time.
it.
I'm just
And we're about to finish up because you guys are all 2, 2, and 2. I had 1, so I'm always the loser. I'm the
we
worst
need a
at this game.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's a tiebreaker. So the word is campaign. Campaign, and not the traditional
Campaign.
Campaign. Boom.
It's champagne you drink while you're camping.
I like
It's just
that
special.
brain.
Wow.
I
Camping.
like
is-
that.
That
That's
is
champagne.
awesome. That if that's not it, so just like
That we need
That's
that.
Cakeage.
high humor. I
cakeage,
love it.
this is
Cakeage.
now cakeage.
Yeah.
Cakeage. Yeah.
So big booty cakeage. Ashley originated that, and now we're going with campaign.
Campaign.
No matter what the definition
Campaign.
is, campaign will now
And I
be.
actually camp, so I am going to try that out next time I camp.
Campaign.
I can't think of anything like more satisfying than drinking a flute of champagne while you're camping. Like
There.
your feet are dirty, you stink, like your bugs everywhere, and you're just like sipping on a flute of champagne.
And your
And if
fruit's
Pinky's
not
out.
your fruit's not washed.
Your fruit's not
No.
washed camping.
Fruit's
No.
unwashed.
No shower
all
orange.
the no orange showers.
So
whatever,
actually,
shower
I have a
orange, that's it.
shower when I camp. I have RV, but anyway, I ain't trying to high head everybody.
Oh my gosh, you're so
oh my
fancy.
goodness.
Maybe
what was I gonna say?
champagne.
If campaigning becomes a big deal, it's because of Gin Lab.
Yeah, I get that.
So
Okay,
I
so
can't-
Darren, what do you
I
got?
can't- Man, I hate to go
Has to
against
be different.
anything.
Has to be different.
That I love that though. I love that brain that
It
came up
doesn't have
with
to be
that.
different. It doesn't have to be different. We could do a different time
For him, no, him.
Well, arm
For him, it
wrestle.
does. Yeah, for him, it does.
Okay, so we'll forget it
Arm wrestle.
immediately, but I'm
Arm
going
wrestle.
to guess campaign. It means. I'll tell you what it means.
Think about going to the dungeon that you were trying to take.
Yeah, what about the
Jasmine to
chamber
earlier.
you were talking about?
Yeah, if you it
Campaign-
has to do with that.
I don't believe this, but I think campaign is pain, some kind of pain. Maybe it's pain when you're camping instead of champagne when you're camping. It's the pain you feel from
Much
climbing
less.
rocks and yeah, less fun.
Sleeping
I
on the
don't-
floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on the ground.
That's what it is.
It's the
that
pain.
you get
For
when you
sure. Okay.
It's
don't
the
have an
pain you
RV.
feel after drinking too much champagne while you're camping. It's the next morning after that. So it's
Blur's
kind
day.
of like adios. No, adios just means one thing. Aloha. Aloha means hello and goodbye. Campaign means the joy of the night before and the agony of the morning after.
of the following
Okay.
morning.
Boom.
Okay.
Full
Okay.
circle.
Okay, Ashley, what's the real definition?
I don't know what the real definition is. The campaign. I feel like campaign. I don't know, man. Campaign? It can't have two meanings. Campaign.
It's
yeah,
really
they do.
only
It's
Campaign.
It's
Like,
really
yeah, I
only
don't-
Jasmine's. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's really.
whatever I said. I forgot already.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna have to take the L on this one.
No,
okay.
come on.
You can't. You
gotta
gotta
come
come
up
up
with
with
something.
something. You gotta
Okay,
come
I
with
have to
something
come up
goofy.
with something. Campaign.
Mhm,
Campaign.
Then it'll be the right
Campaign.
answer.
Campaign.
We'll go with
campaign,
whatever you say.
Campaign. Can campaign be like a line leader?
Yeah.
What do you
Whatever
mean?
you
Right.
need to be.
I mean, I can
Like
picture
a-
like a campaign being like a line leader, like everybody following that one
Okay.
person
You know
off
what?
the bridge.
So you were probably the closest, but
I was
but
thinking
it-
like a marching band. You
So
were
I was
walking
trying to give you
across
guys-
the bridge.
There you go.
I was trying to give you guys a hint
Gathering
with
of
the,
some kind.
with the dungeon going to the
No, I know it's
S&M.
like a campaign in Dungeons and Dragons. That's the normal. You said it wasn't the typical.
Yeah. So a story in a role playing game spread out over multiple play sessions that usually keeps the same plot, setting, and main characters. I didn't realize that I meant the campaign like political campaign.
Like a
It's not that.
political campaign.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
But
sorry
it's
if
still
I
a
messed you up.
campaign. A political campaign is a long, drawn out
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
Jasmine wins because of creativity.
yes.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Agreement.
No.
I agree.
Yeah. 100%.
I agree.
Okay.
Thanks.
100%.
Thank you guys.
100%.
2.5
I love it.
to 2 to 2
2.5.
to 1.
2.5. Thank you. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Ashley. It was really nice getting to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we'll
send it
we'll
out
let you know.
Let him put
We'll let
on
you know when
his
you're on.
with some cheering.
glasses.
When I'm on the World Wide Web.
Yes, fantastic.
Is that for her or is that for me?
For the
Oh,
whole
that's
show.
it's
me?
always for you. It's always
It's so ridiculous.
I think it's a standing ovation today.
why we do this.
Why is this on here? Why do they have that?
What? Standing ovation.